Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be trying out some cut crease stencils. These are from Crown Noire Cosmetics. I hope that's still noir. There's an E at the end, and yeah. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Jackie. I'm so glad that you're here. If you like the vibe, please don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video, or as often as you like to be reminded about my videos. My videos are here for whenever you guys want to come back and watch them. And yeah, let's get into it. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I zoomed you in. As I was saying, we're going to be using these self-adhesive cut crease stickers. I got these from like an ad, and I didn't realize it until after the fact that they also have some that are called Asian beauties, I believe. If you have that kind of eye shape, those ones would fit you better. If I would have known, I would have got both of them so I could have showed you the difference. But I did get the originals. I do want to show you them, but they are white on white, so I feel like you can't see them, but I feel like you'll be able to see them on my eye. So these are safe for sensitive skin. They are latex free, and they are also hypoallergenic. And you guys, I am so excited to get into them. To keep this nice and simple, I'm just going to be doing the one eye with you guys. The main point of the video is to show you how these work, if I could get them to work. I am going to do it on my struggle eye just because this says that they could be for beginners or for, like, you know, people that are already experts in makeup, some pros. So I'm going to go ahead and do it on my struggle eye here with you guys, and then I'll do the rest of my makeup and the other eye off camera, and then you guys could see how it worked. Also, almost forgot, I will be using the Blend Bunnies Blends palette. It looks like this. If you guys missed my last video, I did give them a shout out. This palette is so amazing, and I believe it's like 39 bucks, 38 bucks, 39 bucks, I'm not sure. I'll leave the information here. So I will just put like what shade I'm using down at the bottom, but it is going to be from this palette. If I use anything else, I will let you know. Okay guys, so I zoomed you in a lot closer, and I have my little stencils here. As I mentioned, it does come with a set of 20. It also comes with this little booklet, and it tells you step by step how to apply the stencils to get obviously the best results. So the first thing that it says is if you're using concealer as primer, to go ahead and set that concealer. So I already applied the actual concealer, and now I'm just going to go in and set this with my Ilmakiage powder. Again, translucent powder would probably be best. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I applied that translucent powder. I did a very thin layer. It says to just set it, but I'm assuming you can't have too much dust on there as well. So step 2, it says to mark 3 points along the curve of your eye socket with eyeshadow. These will act as guides in placing the stencils correctly. So it says tip, mark just above the highest point of your socket, your inner corner, and a point between the two. So they're saying like put one here, here, and then one in the middle of those two. So you just have to eyeball that at first. So I'm just going to actually do it with some of the shadows that I'll be using. And let's see. I'm going to look straight ahead. I'm sorry if my mirror gets in the way a little bit. But basically the reason that I'm doing it is because my eyelids do touch. So we're going to go, let's go here. And then it said mark one down here and then one in between. So my two look connected, but it's 3, I promise. So that's more or less where I'm going to go ahead and apply mine. And now I'm just going to go ahead and get my tweezers to help me out here. And obviously you have a left and a right eye. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply the left eye. Also, another tip that I saw online, if this is too sticky for you, you can put it in the back of your hand and kind of like take some of the tackiness off. But you just apply this here at the bottom. And then obviously at the end, you could just clean this up if you do want more of a winged out look. I'm just kind of making sure that it's completely in place because you don't want any of that shadow to sneak down through the bottom. Okay, you guys, sorry. I just wanted to zoom in a little bit more so you could see exactly what everything's looking like. So you can see my 3 lines. I applied it right under those 3 lines. So now we're just going to go in to the shadow. As I said, I will be putting the name of the shadows that I'm using down here in the corner. But I'm just going to go in and start it off the way I normally would. And because we have the cut crease, I feel okay actually starting here. Let me make sure this is all the way put down. My eyes do water, so I'm just gonna start it off first and then we'll kind of go from there. So I am gonna want more of a winged cut crease, and as I said, these are just half moon cut crease, but to be honest, once you get like some kind of a guide, it's gonna be super easy anyway. So we're just gonna come in here and kind of create a wing. You can go in and do that as well, like how you did the little lines all the way down if you wanted to or needed to. Now another tip that can help you out is to always have a brush that has nothing on it, and that can be your little blending brush. So now I'm going in with our next shade, and basically I'm applying this kind of like in the middle of the shade that I put on and on the next little section of skin up, I guess you could say. And basically this is going to start our gradient, and as I said, I have my brush that has nothing on here, and I'm just going to start blending that all together. And then just because the color is light enough, I'm going to go into Inside Joke, and I'm taking that on the brush that's supposed to not have anything, and I'm just blending. Somebody had also asked me that if I could do a video showing you guys how I keep everything symmetrical, and honestly you guys, I just go with the shape of my eye. There's really no tips that I have. I feel like I always have a little bit of difference in my eyes because of that. But just follow the curve of your eyes and kind of like get to know your eye a little bit, you know what I mean? So now I'm going to go back into that dark green again, and I'm just going to apply more, making sure that I'm not losing that depth from the blending. And then just because we can, I'm going to apply a little bit of the black down right here just to deepen this up just a little bit more. And I'm applying that with a small brush. This is the M321. And then I'm just gonna dab over that darker green shade over the black. I don't want it to look necessarily black. I just want it to look like a deep green. So now that I have that done, I'm just gonna go in and remove this, and you just wanna do this carefully and not tug so much on your skin. And there you go, you have your little cut crease. So obviously now at this point you can apply another shadow, some glitter, you can leave it bare like this if you want to. I would go back in and apply translucent powder if you are going to leave it bare. But for my little winged out situation, I'm just going to come in here and clean it up, and I want to show you how I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to follow where the little cut crease ended. Okay guys, so that was it. That was super simple, just a couple extra minutes if you want to do the wing look. If not, you would go right in and blend the rest of your shadows. So we're just going to continue on with the look, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply that soft minty shade to the inner part of the eye. And you really just want to go in here and be patient because you really want to make sure that you're staying under that little line. You can use smaller brushes, flatter brushes, whatever it is that's going to help you out. So now I'm just going to go in with this Nakia Joy pigment. It's in the shade Aurora, and it is a chrome shift shade. And I'm just going to go ahead and take that on the same brush that I was using to apply that soft mint green shade. Most of that mint green shade is probably going to get covered. We'll see where this goes, honestly. Okay, so I changed my mind. I'm going to go in here and try to cover this mint green shade. I'm gonna try to keep it light, but I'm still gonna try to cover it. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I finished that up. I cleaned up my little wing a little bit to give it a different kind of shape. I will say, if you are going to try the Nakia Joy pigments, they work amazingly without anything sticky. I hope you could see the little gradient that I tried to do, because that mint color wasn't working because of that translucent powder, I feel. But if you are going to try these, using a wet base is definitely going to keep everything in one spot. When I was applying, things were kind of like flying away, little glitters. And as pretty as it looks, I know some of you guys want to keep the glitter in a certain spot, or like the shimmer of it all in a certain spot. So just use a wet base. But so far, you guys, that was pretty easy and simple. Obviously, it takes a little longer because I'm explaining it to you guys and all of that. But I hope I was able to explain all that nice and easily. Also, I do want to mention, I did see in the Q&As or the FAQs, that the longer you do have these on, the more that the adhesive will stick. So that's why I didn't apply the other one on this eye. So just keep that in mind if you are super sensitive on your eyelids or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead, do the other eye, finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back to show you guys a final look. Okay, you guys, so I am back and I have the rest of my makeup on, and you guys, I did the most for no reason. I added a little bit of like gold leaf, and then the lashes, oh my god, they are actually part of the new WINGED Cosmetics lashes. They are the Salvaje lashes. I knew they were drama, but I didn't think they were going to be this drama. And also, am I crazy, or is this one darker than this one? I don't know, like I feel like it's just me, I don't know. Anyway, you guys, moving back to the adhesive cut creases, you guys, I actually really ended up liking these. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little worried about the thickness of it all, like the adhesive, just because, you know, powder and adhesive, like I was kind of like, ugh, powder as in the shadow or the pigment, but it stayed on, it didn't budge, it didn't move. I have really big eyes, so mind you, this one was a half moon cut crease, so that was pretty much what it was on my eye. But if you have smaller eyes, it might, you know, cover a little bit more. I also feel like you can position these for halo eyes. That's just me. I feel like once you try it out, you can kind of like, you know, venture out and see what you can do with them. I don't know if they will be bringing out like wing cut creases or anything like that, but it was fairly easy. Hopefully I left it in here for you guys to see. But that is it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Have you tried these? Is there any extra tips that you can share with us? Let us know. Any other little like cut crease or any products that you want me to try, let me know down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for being here today, and I will see you guys in my next one. Adios!